Hey, good morning. It's a new week and we're getting geared up and getting going this morning, and I'm down picking up the dogs because we're going to start our week by heading out to Bears Ears and helping Wayne. He's got some cows, a few, not very many, he thinks 2 or 3 pair, that are out on the end of a point in some really thick trees, and it's just, I mean, it's big country, but it's also just really nasty country. And he needs some help, and so I told him I'd be out. So I'm loading the dogs up and we're headed out to Bears Ears this morning. Also wanted to show you this hayfield that we planted and show you how it's doing. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see it. Okay, so it's coming up really good. What we have in there is it's an alfalfa. It's called Oasis Select, which is a really good kind of a drought resistant alfalfa. And then we planted a cover crop on top of that of triticale. And so super happy about how it's coming up, and it'll be ready to start harvesting next spring. Well, probably early summer, June, we'll get our first cutting off of this. So, and now I just gotta fight the prairie dogs. Oh my word, these prairie dogs are a scourge. I don't know if you have them where you're at, but we have them so thick here, and boy, they are hard to get out of your field. Well, all right, we made it to the Bears Ears, and we're hunting tracks, and we're not finding very much. Seen some old tracks, but nothing that I felt like was fresh at all. And the dogs aren't smelling anything yet, so we're just trying to cover some country. Like I say, Wayne's out here with me, and he is checking a pond over here, and I'm checking a different pond, see if we can cut fresh sign. So anyway, that's kind of what we're up to today. Just hoping that we can run into these cows. They're just that time of year where things are really hard to find. They spread out and they kind of, I don't know, they get by themselves, and then it's really hard to find them. Wayne has seen at least 2 pair down here, so we know they're here. It's just a matter of finding them. All right, well, as I'm riding down through here, I'm also looking for pine nuts. I'm seriously looking for cows, but I'm looking for pine nuts too. And this tree's got a few pine nuts on them. It's that time of year. Pine nuts are coming out, but you can see them kind of right there. Now they're kind of sticky to get out of there, and I don't want to get a bunch of pine gum on me. But I don't know if you've never heard of those before. They only come out certain years. It's kind of a weird thing, but they don't happen every year. But they happened last year, and they're happening this year, so that's cool. But these are just a little seed that you break open this hard shell, and there's a pine nut, a nut inside, and it's really, really good. So anyway, I'm eating as many of these as I can find as I'm riding down through here. Yeah, looks like lightning. Good grief. Blew that tree apart. All right, been at it all day. Have not found one thing. Seen a few tracks, but couldn't come up with anything. So we're gonna call it. Come back another day. Dang it. Well, okay. Got out here to this morning to Colorado, and see all the cows behind me? They're not supposed to be there. Dang it. They're walking a cattle guard up here, so we came to fix this cattle guard, and boy, a bunch have come out. So we're gonna jump on our horses real quick and put them back in, and then we'll fix the cattle guard. All right, here's all the culprits that are walking this cattle guard. Oh, I hope we can fix that today. If we can't, this is going to be an impossible job. Oh, these cows right here. Trying to sneak away from us. Let George go over there and tune him up a little. Get back over there. Get back over there. These are younger cows, and I don't know why they're just pushing on that cattle guard like that. It's kind of crazy that they do that. Having to push them pretty hard, get them back in. They're just fighting us, don't want to go back in, which is weird because that other pasture has grass to their bellies and water and salt and everything they need. But it just must be the time of year. We're trying to go someplace else. Sure, I'm glad Trayson's here. I'd have had my hands full if he hadn't been here helping me today. Okay, here's our culprit. This cattle guard right there. Oh, got a big job ahead of us today cleaning that out. But as you can see, these cows are, I don't know if you can see those tracks, but you probably can. Cows are just walking it and jumping right there. So hopefully we'll fix it today. We'll see. Okay, so I'm sweating and cussing already. But I'm working on this cattle guard. I sent Trayson to go ride this fence and check that out, and so make sure we're good down the fence. I'll do the manual labor, but oh, it's gonna be some work. Anyway, while I'm doing this, I wanted to share an experience with you. It's a cool experience, and I got to give you the backstory first though, and the backstory is actually probably more important than the experience itself. So anyways, I'm going to share that. Be patient, it's going to take a minute. The backstory's not long, but it's not short either. Okay, so I got one side clean. Now I got to clean that other side. But I got to rest for a minute. So I'm going to tell you about this experience. Here's the backstory. Okay, so a few years ago, my wife and I made the decision to not have cable TV and dish and all that kind of stuff in the house. One, it was expensive, but two, it's just so dang negative, you know, and it's just not good. That's what you're listening to all the time, what you see. And we just didn't want that in our home anymore. So we made the decision to take it out. So in that, our kids told us about YouTube and how they just have, most of our kids just have like YouTube TV and stuff like that. And I knew what YouTube was, but I didn't know what YouTube was either. And so I learned a whole bunch. I learned that there were people on YouTube that made their own channels and put their own content on. I thought that was pretty cool. So we decided that we would start searching YouTube and just see what's on there. So I type in farm, ranch, cowboy, horse breaking, all those kind of things, so I could start to search the stuff I like to see. And this channel popped up, and the channel was called The Farm on Route 66. And I thought, oh, I know where Route 66 is. We're not too far from there. And looked kind of interesting, so I clicked on it. And the first thing I saw on there was this family that was producing this channel. They were inside their house talking. And I noticed on the wall in their house was a picture of Jesus Christ. And I gotta tell you, like, that caught me off guard. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting to see that. But it also instantly got me just amazed, like, oh, wow, that's cool. I gotta see what this is about. I gotta check it out. So we started to watch this channel. We've been watching it ever since. And we love the content, we love the people. I love the fact that it's kind of real life, and it shows struggles, and it shows hardship, and it shows triumph, and all the things that we know exist in our day-to-day life. But it also shows faith-based family who have strong values and morals, and they put good content, good clean content on YouTube. And that was an inspiration to us. So that's where kind of our inspiration to even do YouTube started, was with that. Anyway, that's the backstory. Okay, now for the experience. So the other day, well, it was last week, we were coming out here to do our fall gather, and I went to the motel to pick up the Nielsen's, who came out to help us. And I pull into the parking lot, and I look up, and I see Alan Palmer. Alan Palmer is the person who does, it's his family that does that Farm on Route 66 channel. And I am just like, wait a minute, I know him. I know who that is. I like pull in the parking lot, and I don't want to make a scene, you know, or anything. I was so surprised. And the Nielsen's are coming out, so I start to walk over and I glance over, and Alan looks at me, and he's made eye contact with me, and he knows who I am. So we're like, hey, and we start talking, and we have a cool exchange and a great visit. And I didn't even have my phone with me. Alan had his phone, and he took a little clip of that, and I'm going to put it in right here so you can see it. But what a cool thing. Got to meet Alan Palmer.
Hey, I'm on my way to some meetings, and look who I run into. Sean Jack from 1880 Drifters, right?
Yep.
So go check them out. They're pretty awesome. And my Stallion 66 is going to be up here close to them come next year. So tell them a little bit about your channel. Here, we'll get out of the sun there.
Oh, we're just all things cowboy. So we'd love to have you come and watch if you want to. So that'd be great.
Hey, these guys are real cowboys. I just like horses, but these guys really know how to cowboy. So go check them out. So, hey, nice meeting you.
You too. Thanks. Well, if you haven't ever heard of or had a chance to check out the Farm on Route 66, go check it out. Those are good people, and their content's good. And like I said, we totally enjoy it. And it was so cool to meet Alan Palmer. And as we were talking, we got to realize that we have a bunch in common, but also that we were going to have some things in common in the future. And this is kind of crazy. And I'm not going to tell you what that is just yet. You're going to have to keep watching, and it's going to unfold. But it has to do with his stud 66. And that stud is coming into our country. And it's going to be cool. Like I say, and we'll fill you in on that. But it's going to be fun to see what happens there. Okay, I got to get back to work. But I want to say a special thank you to Alan and Vicki Palmer for taking the time and doing the work to share their lives with us. It was definitely an inspiration to us. It started us in YouTube. We saw that content and knew that there would be a place for our content as well. And anyway, thank you. It's not easy to do YouTube and to share your life, I can tell you that. And you get lots of people who don't appreciate that at all. And some of them aren't very nice. But anyway, thank you. And Alan and Vicki, look forward to meeting maybe all of you, the rest of the family sometime in the future. But again, thank you. Okay, got it done. I even added a little bit of orange spray paint. Oh man, that was a job. But we got it clean. And I've been working at it for a few hours, but we got it. And hope this does the trick. Now we got to go hunt for the rest of the cows that are out. Okay, finished the cattle guard. We got on our horses and went to check a place where we saw tracks. And got out of the trailer. The dog's nose went to the ground and they took off. And now we can hear them barking up here. So we're making our way up through here to see what they've got. Okay, been running for a little ways, trying to catch up these dogs, and we caught up to him. Old George, he's done his job here. He's gathering them all up. Way to go, George. There they are. All right. Okay, well, there's the culprits. We're going to push them back up and put them in the right pasture. Good deal. Sure is nice to have a dog that works and gets cows gathered up for you. Now these cows are going to get a little trotty, aren't they? That's all right. We'll keep up with them. Well, we're gonna go put these cows in the right pasture and probably ride around a little bit more, see what else we see. But what we're doing in the morning is we are shipping on Bears Ears. So that's a big deal, big day for us. So that's how we're gonna end our week, is shipping cows off Bears Ears. almost there. Trayson went down and opened the gate for me. So he's riding a horse we call Glade, 4-year-old, really nice horse. And I'm on Boudreaux today, and he's 4. So these horses are just coming along great.
Of what not to do. All right, it's shipping day on the Bears Ears. We're out here gathering this morning early. Got my lucky mustache going. Anyway, we got some good help, and hopefully we'll get everything corralled and things will go smooth today. So should be a good day. Man, these cows are being ignorant this morning. Making Boudreaux work out already.
Okay. Putting these cows in the corral is underway. And I'm sure you can hear that behind me, but boy, they're making lots of noise this morning. Having a kind of a hard time getting them gathered and going the right direction, but we are going to gather all these cows, put them in the corral. Then we're going to sort the calves off and sort heifers and steers because they sell separately. And then we weigh everything and then load them on trucks. So that's the plan for today. We hope it goes like that.
Having a heck of a time with these cows this morning. Nothing wants to go to the corral. But we're almost there, so keep picking away at it.
Hey, Trayson, you been working in the corral today?
Oh yeah.
It's a dusty mess. Oh, everybody looks just like that. Poor Kent, he's all mudded out. Oh, but we're almost done. Got to load these heifer calves, and all the cows are preg checked. We're ready to go home for the night.
Yeah, I've got like 30 pounds of dirt in my shoe. This stuff is bad.
Well, that's a wrap on shipping day at the Bears Ears. Everything went pretty smooth today. We had a good day. I think I washed about 20 pounds of dirt out of my ears, and breathing all that dust in, I think I cut some years off my life today. But anyway, it was a good day. Can't complain. So anyway, we'll be back at it the next couple weeks, and should be good. So stay tuned. We'll see y'all next week.